1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes.
We have a special guest in the building.
One of the best, if not the best, pure singer in the business, Miss Jill Scott.
Miss Jill Scott.
Your life.
Yeah, man. You know how many sugar water festivals I went through in my day?
Thank you.
My fiance is a huge fan of yours and has been for a long time.
Fiance. Give a round of applause.
Charlamagne said. Sometimes Charlamagne has a fiance, sometimes he doesn't.
Shut up.
I don't
The
know
day he
what's going
does.
on, but
I
I guess
saw
when
you-
Jill Scott's here, he has one.
Yes, I saw you in Charlotte, North Carolina one time, and you hit a note so high, a tear came out your eye. And to this day, I've been trying to figure out, was that real? It had to be real.
I don't know how to fake that.
Yeah.
I mean, she acts and everything, but I don't think she fake cries when she's performing.
Well, no, I can't. I have to live inside the music. So because I'm an actor and a singer, when it's time for me to sing a song, I just live in the moment.
What songs that you have make you super emotional, like when you sing it on stage that you kind of want to break down?
Hear My Call definitely is one, and Quick, the slowed version of Quick, breaks me apart. I don't like to do it. I really don't like to do it, but I do it because somebody in the audience needs to have a moment, and I know it. That's why they came.
No, you're right.
Why don't y'all do the sugar water festivals no more? That was a great concert with you and Floetry and Queen Latifah.
It was great. It was really great, but everybody's schedule is caca. Erica's busy and working with 3 children, and Latifah's got a new TV show now, and. Big up to Latifah for a new TV show.
I heard her ratings were
Floetry doesn't
fantastic.
exist anymore.
Congratulations. I don't think Flow Trees together anymore.
No,
either.
they're not.
Yeah.
And
Marsha's still, performing.
absolutely. And then there's me. I got to run around myself. So trying to get these 3 schedules together is cuckoo.
Got you.
Yeah, we
Now,
still
you-
own the company, but
Oh,
changed
that was
it.
y'all's actual tour? That was y'all's?
yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know that.
Why wouldn't it be?
Now, you changed up a lot, Jill Scott. Like, I'm used to Jill Scott, the frizzy hair, and you were bigger.
Yes.
I'm not bigger like that, but bigger. But now you got your hair pressed down and you lost a lot of weight. You got makeup on. What's going on, Jill?
Listen, the times I keep switching up because I'm working in so many different facets. I don't want to get bored. So 2 days ago I was natural.
Okay.
I got pictures to prove that.
Okay.
Sitting with Bill Cosby and in Birmingham moving forward. And then yesterday was curly and today is straight, and tomorrow I'll chop this off probably and start all over again.
Okay.
Now, I was telling Jill Scott, I saw her in LA because I went to go see the Baggage Claim movie. And I was actually with Lauren London, and she was like, Jill Scott is my favorite. I love her so much.
That's
love her
my
to
darling.
death. And I was telling her when I was watching the movie, and they said, we're going to interview Jill Scott. I said, Jill Scott's in the movie? I didn't even realize that was her. When I was watching Baggage
That's a good
Claim.
acting
She
job.
did such a
That means she
great
did her
job. She
Thank
looks so
you.
different. Just everything about her is not how I'm accustomed to, how I think of Jill Scott. She did such a great job, and her character was probably one of the funniest one in the movie.
Thank you so much. Listen, it's all about breaking the molds. Whatever, there's a core of me that's still Jill, of course. I'm going to be as kind as I can and as patient as I can. I still have an attitude when necessary.
Philly.
I will, yes. I still will fight if mandatory.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to, of course, but it is what it is. And I'm still in the process of being a better artist at all times. So, I keep.
When are you fighting? Like, if
I've heard
necessary,
stories. I heard you
Hold
punched
on,
Anita
no,
Baker in the face.
That's a terrible lie. Terrible
Okay, I embezzled it a
lie.
little.
Not embezzled,
Terrible lie.
embellished.
Embellished, I'm sorry.
Of course,
I
I don't
embezzled it a little.
always mean fist fight. Of course, I just mean fight for my dignity and fight for my rights and my position in life.
Y'all did get into it once, though, right?
Not really. We had a disagreement. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She can't swing on Anita Baker now.
Who
You
would?
can swing on whoever disrespects you.
Not
no,
Anita
no,
Baker.
no.
Oh, my
Cut
goodness.
it out.
That's not
Anita
how we
Baker
handle
is a
things.
hero to me. I grew up listening to her music. We just had a disagreement.
Just not that day.
No, she was still a hero to me, but it was more than I could actually take. So I was like, you know what? It's better for me to bow out and walk away.
Now, where are you musically now? Because Neo Soul, which is kind of what you...
He about to be disrespectful, Jill. I just want you to know
I
that.
could tell
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He stereotypes neo soul artists. He thinks all neo soul artists walk around with hair under their arms and hairy legs and toe rings.
I did at one time, but not anymore.
Okay.
Oh, that's a joke. But anyway, where are you musically now? I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to be disrespectful.
You're not, and that's fair. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to break out of whatever boxes there are. That's why Baggage Claim was so important to me, to play this character and to be as free and light and funny, as possible. Because I just don't live in a box. I never have. I sing opera, I sing jazz, I sing blues, I sing funk, I sing country music.
But you were in that box because of neo soul. Like people looked at you as that backpacker, as that hair under their arms, black soap type of person.
Don't you be disrespectful.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm being honest because she can really.
I used to use black soap.
She can really sing, but I think that a lot of people didn't really get to hear you because you were in that box with your Floetries and your Macy Grays and D'Angelo. But now it seems like, are you out of that box now? Are you doing things outside of that?
So out of that box.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now I'm working with David Banner and Ninth Wonder and Neo. And
not Neo Soul Envy.
and Andre Harris, which is a R&B producer, Caught Up. He produced Caught Up for Usher and Butterflies for Michael Jackson. But he's also the dude that produced A Long Walk for me for my first album and Is It the Way. So we're back together, working again. So it's a lot of fun.
I never thought you was neo soul because songs like Is It the Way? That's like Time to Light the Candles, Eat music.
That's
foreplay music.
Wow,
to me, it's like classic soul music. I never got involved with neo soul because there's no new soul. It's just soul. And I think that Duran Duran or Hall & Oates is just as soulful as a Anita Baker.
Yeah.
You listen to the passion in the music. Nothing else really matters. New, old, whatever. It's soul music.
Now, at some point, did you get disenchanted with the whole business side of music? Because I know you had issues with your recording contract and everything. Was there a time and period when you were like, you know what, I'm just going to act and forget this music for a little while?
No. I've been acting for over 20 years. It was just time. I've been waiting, looking for something to get into. And because of stereotypes or whatever, it's kind of hard to bust through the door.
You got your own show on HBO, though.
Yeah, that was the number one ladies detective agency.
Yeah.
Why'd they cancel that? I like that show.
I love that show. The producer, Sidney Pollack, and the director, Anthony Minghella, 9-time Oscar. I think he won like 9 Oscars. They both died.
Oh, damn.
What?
Both, right. And then that changed everything.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, I think that would.
Do it.
That'll do it.
Is that me? No, that ain't
Damn.
me. Oh, that's me. My bad.
It's not a booty call. It's too early.
It happens, Jill. You're a professional. This is what we call improv.
Well, it does happen, but
You got to keep them on vibrate during the interview,
hell it
Jill. You've been
is.
doing this way too long to not know to keep your phone on vibrate.
Who is it?
okay, my bad. Okay.
I didn't know both of them died. That never happened. They just abruptly canceled the show and was like, that's that.
It was a good show.
It was a great show. I thought it was really positive. It didn't have
it was so different for HBO too. I felt like
there was no
anything.
violence.
Right.
There was no violence. There was no ridiculous amount of sex in it or anything like that. And grandparents were watching it and people of all races were watching it together, as a family. And I really missed the show. We shot it in Africa.
Okay, I'm about to ask, did y'all really shoot in Africa?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought that was going to be a stupid question because I wasn't sure.
7 months of my life were spent in Africa.
How was Africa?
Shooting. Incredible.
Really?
Incredible.
Was it like Africa's? I mean, because we see it on TV. Is it?
You about to say
Could I
something
ask
stupid?
him questions?
Be disrespectful.
Because you can't drink the water and certain places.
This guy.
Explain Africa, please.
He wants to know if
Explain
kids really have
Africa,
flies
please.
on their faces. That's what he wants to ask.
I had flies on my face. There's moments, just like in the United States, you go let's say you come to North Philly, you might hear some gunshots.
Right.
You go to Beverly Hills, you're probably going to see some Louis Vuitton luggage. You know what I mean? It depends on where you are. In Botswana, number one, it's never experienced apartheid. They've got their own money. They've got their own diamonds. It's never been an issue. I was in a presidential suite that was ridiculous, and I also stayed in a shack where at night the rain will fall and you hear tick 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 on the tin.
Right.
It depends on where you are, but I've seen every facet of wealth and every facet of poverty in Africa.
Right.
One thing that's consistent, the respect level is massive between people. And that was amazing to me. You know, children are to be respected, elders obviously, you know, but just the way that people would interact with each other, I thought was brilliant. It's something to carry with you. And you know, you could go and have a fly vacation in Africa, you know, and have the massage and the Bentley take you wherever you want to go. You can do that too. And then our money is so good there,
Right.
you know, so you could really go all out.
How was the
biggest
music out there?
misconception of Africa, you think?
The biggest misconception, I think, is that it's all poverty and war.
Gotcha.
And it's not. You know, just like thinking that all of the United States is McDonald's,
Right.
because that's what you see
It's
on
a lot
television.
of McDonald's though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a lot of Starbucks too, but
Chipotle
that's not,
too now.
Chipotle too, but that's not all that the United States is. There's
Right.
a lot more to us
Absolutely.
than that. So, you know, I just think that when you're watching television and they're showing you those commercials with the children with the flies on their face, you know, that in a lot of places that's there as well. You know, if you go to a cattle post, you know, where cattle are, you're going to have fly situation, which I went to. You know, I had flies on my face and it freaked me out. Found out they're attracted to the fluids. So if you have a little moisture in your mouth or in your eye,
Oh my goodness.
yo, it freaked me out. It was very not.
So what you have to do?
And you don't want to have
Disgusting.
not
Just
no
There's nothing
moisture.
you can do.
Oh my goodness.
You can
Don't
can
say
do
nothing,
that.
Charlamagne.
You know
I'm
what?
saying, at least you know you
always
taste
used to-
good.
I always used to see those commercials. Say, why don't the children just
Just
swat the fly?
Yeah,
out
I was
the
thinking the
way?
same thing.
It's pointless.
Oh.
There's no point.
They come right
They go
back.
like this. Zzz.
Wow.
So after a while, you're just
Oh my
like,
God.
Just let them on your mouth.
It's
So we need to
nothing.
start
What are you
sending
gonna
Africa
do?
some bug be gone. What's that stuff you spray on to keep the bugs
Off.
off?
Is
Yeah.
it Avon Skin So
That's an African fly. They're not hearing that.
Oh, they ain't scared
They're
of them.
immune.
Oh, there's a different type of fly. There's an
Gotcha.
African fly,
Gotcha.
American fly.
Now, Miss Jill Scott.
There would have to be because
Really?
they're like that big.
Oh my goodness.
Miss Jill
crazy.
Scott, hold your hand up one more
Yeah,
time.
why are your hands green? You been finger painting?
My hands are green.
Yeah, the other side of your game.
Come on now, you see that.
Oh, they are green. Look, I didn't notice.
You
I
been finger
swear.
painting this morning?
I don't know what that's from.
You the Incredible Hulk on the low, Jill?
I really
You're not
don't
making you
know.
angry, are you?
No, but
I don't
now,
know
but
what
hold
that
up this
is.
left hand.
She's talking about the ring.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm just
Oh, so you talking about the ring? I thought you was about her hands being green.
Right. Left.
no left hand. Okay, I was just taking a look at that.
Well, she's married.
I'm not.
You
She's not married.
No.
She's divorced.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, I hated your baby daddy for a long time.
Why?
Because in my mind, I was like, how could you leave a beautiful woman like Jill Scott?
He
And the way you made it seem like he just left, like he just got you pregnant and bounced.
Well, we are. We weren't meant to be.
Gotcha.
But you guys were best friends before that.
No.
No.
See. Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, it's really not a long story.
He trapped you?
But no. People get things confused. They think that my ex-fiance is also my ex-husband.
right, you guys never
I
got
had an
married.
ex-husband
Okay.
and I had an ex-fiance. My ex-fiance is my son's father.
Oh, that's who I
Okay.
hate then.
No, you don't hate
The
him.
drummer.
I
There's
just
no-
like him.
There's no need.
Okay.
There's no need. We did each other a favor. Trust.
Because you seem like such a beautiful, wise woman. It's like, what else could be better than Miss Jill Scott?
Well, Charlamagne doesn't.
Somebody else for him.
But I would say
Definitely.
Charlamagne doesn't treat his fiance like, you know, he does a lot of things that are really scandalous.
That's a
but-
lie. Angela Yee tried to put me in a box.
Oh, so you trying to put it in the box like I put her in the
I'm a
box?
nice guy. Okay, I'm trying
Can
to
you give him
change.
some?
funny.
Can you know what? Can you give Charlamagne some advice on perhaps how to treat a woman and certain special things?
How would Jill Scott know?
Because Charlamagne is over here fawning over her and all of that.
I'm complimenting
And
her.
no,
She
and
just-
saying that you were mad at her fiance for so long. But what kind of fiance are you? And maybe you know.
Damn.
I'm a fiance that's still with the mother of my child. I didn't up and leave.
Amen.
Exactly.
And that makes it okay. That
Yes.
everything else is all right.
Do you
Wrong
think?
with
Do you think
people?
that men can be faithful? And would you stay with a man if he cheated on you?
Do I
you
think
forgive
men
him?
can be faithful? I do think that some men can be faithful. I do think that people have an understanding at times in a mature relationship that you know, they can step outside of the relationship. I get that. I think it works. Whatever works for you.
Do you
would
believe in
I-
polygamy?
For myself, no. For someone else, sure.
Right.
If it's cool with them, if they're happy with it.
Because pickings are getting slim for women out here.
Oh, stop.
Pickings are
A lot of guys in jail. A lot of guys aren't successful. A lot of guys are,
Interesting.
you know, gay, which is cool.
interesting. Honestly, for me, I think the biggest issue is that meeting someone that doesn't have money, that's fine, but they don't have the drive
Ambition. To
make
and the
money, right.
ambition, and that's a problem. I can't. You know, I can help up until a point, but after that,
That's what
y'all
I was going
gotta
to ask
go.
you too. Could you be with somebody who's not as successful as you are?
Absolutely.
but they just have to be on their way somewhere and be ambitious about what they do.
They have to want something.
Well, do you date?
Yes.
And how do you meet people? Like they just can't walk up to
human, Envy.
you. I mean, but how does she meet people? They
Ask
can't.
Jill Scott out.
They can't walk. Yeah, they can't walk up to her in the supermarket and be like,
Meets
"Hey."
him on Twitter like everybody else.
It happens.
It's not no damn Twitter.
It happens.
Instagram.
I prefer that.
So the last person that came up to you, where did he come up to you at?
at the market.
At the supermarket for real?
She wasn't playing.
Where you shop at? Whole Foods?
Well, I happened to be at Whole Foods that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you was in the fruit aisle. And he's like, "Hey."
I was in the frozen foods aisle, and
Do they act like they don't know who you are, or do they know? Do they let you know?
you know what? The best part is when they act like it doesn't matter who I am. I'm a woman,
Right.
and they remember that. Biggest pointer for a man dealing with me is you have to treat me like a person. Number one. Number two, you have to treat me like a lady. We gotta be boys. How's that? Like
Absolutely.
we gotta be. I gotta be a lady, but I gotta be your boy.
So you watch football and everything. So
All that. Let's
all right.
go.
All
I
right.
tell girls that all the time. The hardest thing to do is just be a man's friend. Why you can't just be my friend?
Be friends and don't be scared of me. If you're scared of me, I will eat you.
Damn,
Put
Jill.
her in her place.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. So it's no point in me dating someone that's afraid of me because I can walk all over you. And who wants that? Nobody wants that. I'll end up doing that and feel bad about it. And
Then leaving the person and they're crying and
And then you're like, I'm dating a bitch ass, and I don't really,
why?
no respect.
Why?
They forget you from Philly sometimes.
I say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
damn,
Damn.
Does
Jill.
that make sense?
I want to tweet that, but it ain't gonna sound the same. 'Cause They ain't got the cadence.
sound the same
I'm gonna
at
have to
all.
capitalize certain parts though.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
won't make no sense if you tweet that.
So did the guy in the market get anywhere?
No.
Damn it, man.
Not even a little bit.
No, he couldn't tell me what to do.
It's kind of hard for you though because you are Jill Scott. So you never know if a guy's approaching you because you're Jill Scott or just because you're.
A beautiful woman.
Yeah.
It'll show. It'll show.
What about if they ask you to sing? Like, can you sing something for me? Do they?
That's never happened.
What kind of?
That's never happened.
Tell a joke. Go tell a joke. You can't do that.
So you still keep it really regular. I remember they used to say you used to ride the trains in Philly when you had like your second, third album out. You
I
still
still
do that?
do.
You still go to the market and all that stuff?
Yeah, I
like that?
still
Tell me
do.
that Envy don't ride the train for nothing here. And they're not
Really?
even that big.
I did ride a train at one time.
At one time,
I didn't even know where to go.
I had to
Everybody
walk.
me.
I had to walk him downstairs, put him on the train.
I
and
know
tell
where
him
I was
exactly
going.
What to do?
I'm scared of terrorists.
It's interesting to me. I'm a writer, so I like to watch people and the interactions and listening to conversations. Yeah, I'm an ear hustler. I'm listening to the conversations and all of that. That's something to write about. And it's somebody is going to say something that's going to end up in a song. So I just try to lay low and ride until somebody, starts sparking it. That looks like, I think that's, and then I know it's time to roll. Jump on the next train, go the opposite direction. And I'll do that all day if I can.
I'll suck a fart out your butt.
What?
What?
I want you to ear hustle and put that in the song. That'd be
suck
dope to hear you sing.
Say
What?
what?
You never had a guy suck a fart out your butt, Jill?
That is gross.
Don't knock it till you
Now
try
that's
it.
somebody that can't tell her what to
Okay,
do.
booty
Okay.
breath.
Jill's like, I'm kinky, but not that kinky. Now, what about R&B music now? Who do you listen to now? Does anybody get you excited or get you amped?
It's a chick named Laura Mavula out of London that I really like. I think she's incredibly interesting and innovative and beautiful as well. Let's see. There's what's his name? Blake. I can't think of his
He was
first
just up
name.
here.
Who? What's his name? Why can't I think of it?
Oh, maybe he's thinking about somebody else. Luke.
You think about Luke James.
Luke James.
about
I was
Luke
thinking of.
James,
Sorry.
So far, that's about it for
That's
me.
it?
Robert Glasper, I'm really feeling his music. I don't know if you're all familiar with him. It's like a jazz dude, and
Not James Blake, is it?
Yes.
James Blake.
Yeah, thank you. I had a brain fart. You probably ate it. Yeah.
But you have 2 albums that you're working on also, right?
I'm working on 2 albums. It's taken me a lot longer than I anticipated. I had so many ideas and I knew who I wanted to work with and I had tracks and I was like, let's go. But I find that there's something else I need to say and it's not quite coming just yet what it is. So I have to wait and be patient.
Is
I
it
did
still called the Lullaby album?
The Lullaby album is done.
Okay.
And that was with Robert Glasper, my baby daddy, John Roberts, who is the most amazing drummer I've ever heard, hands down, anywhere in my life. And and Derek Hodge on upright bass and otherwise, and it was just the most incredible project I've ever been involved in. Just because everybody's coming for the same purpose. We want you to rest well. We want to wipe away whatever, all of that stuff, the stuff that tells you you're not good enough, the stuff that tells you need money to be happy. I enjoy money. I spend it wisely. I don't spend more than what I have. I'm not in debt to anything or anybody. I like feeling like that. But, you know, a lot of people feel that they have to have these things in order to make them. So we've created this music that's just, it's simple and heartfelt, and musically it takes you on a journey. And it's the most exciting project I've ever been involved in, hands down.
And you think that's going to help you clear your mind, sleep at night,
And
positive?
Yes.
So why are you not
I want
dropping
you
it?
to wake up strong and motivated and at peace, you know, without.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so
We all
it's
have
for
all kinds of
adults
things
and
on
for
our,
children.
on our mind when we go to bed that we can't sleep at night.
Right, and you probably get some
All right.
When's it coming
because
out?
it's so passionate. And you can hear that, you can feel that.
Because you haven't dropped since The Light of the Sun. That
I
was like
know,
2011, right?
I know. It's 2013. These things take time, and I ask everybody to bear with me because I'm really a wood burning oven. I'm not a microwave. I appreciate people who can microwave a meal real fast or whatever. I gotta cut seasonings and spices, and I gotta saute. I gotta marinate.
Now I'm
I
hungry.
just do. You know, I always talk about food.
I'm hungry now.
I always talk about food. Food
I'm
and
hungry.
sex.
Are you still a big girl in your mind?
I don't think I ever was. I think people had an issue with my weight, and I didn't. You know, it wasn't like I had a problem dating whoever I wanted to or doing whatever I wanted to. It always confused me how much my weight was on people's minds. But I had a baby, and I gained like a crazy amount of weight while I was pregnant with him, and I thought, I want to be around. I want to be healthy. I want to play with him. I want to run with him. So I just jumped on my bike. I hired a trainer. We started doing crunches and play football and basketball and anything else, just because I don't like to work out. I needed to be fun.
Right.
You know, so sometimes I gain it, a couple of pounds, and sometimes I lose more. You know, I'm just not tripping on it the way everybody else is. I'm tripping about my health.
Right.
I don't have high blood pressure. I've never had high blood pressure. My circulatory system is awesome. My heart is great. My lungs are good. You know, that's the stuff that matters to me. I just want to live.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know, so
And you said you ride your bike like 8 miles a day or something.
8 to 10, sometimes 12, but
Yikes.
the 12 is the one where I'm probably going to sleep the next day. Like, I'm going to
That's for
convince
2
my
days.
son to get in bed with me. Like,
Right,
just,
right.
homie, just chill with me, please. Let's just watch this backyardigans get
The
something
backyard
else.
again.
Do you watch what you eat though? Because you are from the land of cheesesteaks and tasty cakes. Like, does it even?
I don't eat meat anymore.
Oh, okay.
I don't eat meat. I try my best to eat a lot of vegetables and fish, but I like food, so I want it to taste good. You know, I can't live on some rice cakes and I'll be miserable. So that's not my life. I'm not living like that.
Now, New Year's Eve, you're doing a show in New York?
I sure am.
Tell us about that show.
Radio City Music Hall, New Year's Eve.
That's a great way to bring in the new year.
I know, right? I thought that was a good idea, and I'll just be coming back from Australia and from Nigeria, which I've never been to either place.
You
I've
probably
not
bring in New Year's
traveled
in a
enough.
couple of different places then with the time difference.
I have not traveled enough. It's been 13 years for this career, but I've not traveled enough.
Right.
Why is that? Because I mean, it's
'Cause
gonna
I was
sound
a
stupid,
punk.
but I remember in Why Did I Get Married? They made you get off the plane. So I don't know. Is that why?
Yes, that is why I couldn't fit on a plane.
That's not true.
Yes, that's what it
That
was.
wasn't real
That's
though,
not
right?
true.
No.
It's a
Oh.
movie. Of course that wasn't real, you idiot.
Oh, my God.
You know, but honestly,
Guy.
Why Did I Get Married? I really thank Tyler Perry for that opportunity because today people are still mad at my ex-husband in
Oh,
the
man,
movie.
he was the worst.
You know, that I
He
would
was a
never
jerk.
treat you like that.
Aw,
I met
man.
a prince in Africa, the prince of
Zamunda.
Zamunda.
You're so ignorant.
the prince of the king. I'm sorry, my bad. Forgive me, king. The king of Mafikang.
Mafi King.
Right, I believe that's what it's
What
called.
the
I don't know
hell
how
is
to say it. Yo, there's so much wealth in Africa.
Prince
Do
Jaffe Joffa.
not trip.
Yeah.
I'm saying right now, the worst thing that could ever happen for the world is the Afro dollar. The Afro dollar, if the African monies got together, would shut the world down. It's the wealthiest place on the planet.
Sound like Dolomites on their
everything.
currency.
Afro, right?
Afro dollar and
Have you
shaft.
seen African money? It's beautiful. It's beautiful with black presidents and kings on it. It's fantastic.
America's never gonna take that. You know that.
Honey, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna, but I wish it could because Africa's super powerful.
We gotta get Barack on the dollar first.
They'll give Barack a $3 bill.
A $3 bill.
You
$3
think?
bill.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to. First black president. They gotta.
They do.
Gotta commemorate that somehow.
They
$3
do.
bill. We
I got a
appreciate.
postage stamp.
Would you want it?
Yeah,
Oh.
in Africa.
Oh, in Africa.
Right.
I read an article once where you said it was difficult being a single mother. Has it gotten any easier for you?
Well, I have my village. You know, I keep my village together. I've got some really incredible friends that look out for me and look out for my son.
How old's your son?
He's 4. His father is definitely a part of our lives. You know, he takes time to spend with his son, of course. And in the interim, you know, I've got Uncle Scott and Uncle Lance and my dudes, my homies that'll come and rough him up and, you know, teach him some things. And, you know, you got to have your village, you know.
Do you
Aunts,
wanna have
uncles,
more kids?
cousins, all of them, everybody.
Do you want to have more children?
No.
Okay.
No.
Wow, why you say no so fast?
Because I know I don't.
Really?
She has one. She's happy.
That's
know I
it. One
don't.
and done.
Yeah, I'm good. I thought about
You're
it.
an only child too. That's
Yeah. I thought about it. I thought about it a lot, but one, I would want to be married. I don't ever want to do single motherhood again. I'm good. I already know. And 2, I don't know if I want to experience that whole working while pregnant business again. I was working in Africa while I was pregnant, and it was, you know, 115
Wow.
degrees on Thursday.
Well, that's a little
what?
rougher than what most.
For no reason.
For what? Why?
Yeah.
It's early in the morning.
Word.
How could it be this hot?
Word.
Their summer is our winter. Our winter is their summer. So if you're going to Africa, which you absolutely should do, it just open your mind about so many different things. Just to see the sky. The sky in Africa is the most amazing thing I've ever seen, hands down. And I've seen a lot. Thank you, Lord. What was I
We're
talk
talking
about the
children and
sky, and then I get all.
You loved Africa, huh?
I did
That's
love
good.
Africa. It's something to love. It's just.
That's gonna come up in some of the new music. I would say.
I think the tones and the rhythms and parts of the languages possibly, but I don't
Closest
know
we've been to
yet.
Africa is Disney Safari. That's about as close as we've been to Africa.
It's not close to Africa.
Most folks, the Disney Safari.
Yeah.
So does this look
But
like I'm
a
having a
real
release
safari, not yet.
date? Okay.
Not yet. I'm looking to see where I want to release it. I have my own record label. It's just a matter of where I want to go with it. You know, it really matters to me, and I think I'm going to release it possibly after the studio record.
Gotcha.
You know, because this record is really exciting. I've never worked with David Banner before,
Sounds great.
and he's giving me this.
He has energy, a lot of energy.
It is a lot of energy, and it's so righteously gutter.
Very positive.
And I love that. You know, I'm a hip hop head. I have loved hip hop my whole life. I'm from Philly, so I'm around MCs that spit 64 before they even think about a hook, and if they ever think about a hook. I like that. Witty MCs with a story. You know, paint me a picture. This is parts of the reason why I'm a poet in the first place. You know, because of listening to hip hop. You know, loving Rakim, loving LL. You know, just loving the storylines and hearing our reflection over a dope beat. It's everything to me.
So you're a big fan of Meek Mill then?
I am, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not real sure what's going on. He's been dope for a long time, and I think you know, I wish him luck and success and focus. You know, it's hard to transition from being the underdog and not being noticed to being noticed everywhere.
Yeah, he's still a little underdog though. He still fights that
But
a
he's
lot. I
definitely
think.
noticed everywhere now.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you liked his early material more than the stuff you hearing now.
I liked hearing him on the street.
Yeah.
You know, walking down the street and bumping into this kid, you know, listening to him spit then was amazing to me. And it's all a part of it. You know, the transition from not being famous to being famous. You have to remember what's important to you, because it's easy to get lost, and that's for everybody, not just Meek. You know, that's everybody. You can get lost in it and start thinking that other things are more important than the craft, and the craft is everything.
When you're young and you getting it.
Get lost in the art and the craft, not in the fame and the wealth.
Well, I mean, enjoy it. Enjoy the fame. Enjoy the wealth. Have fun. But at the same time, it's like what I see with a lot of young people is trying to make sure that everybody thinks you have more than what you actually have. And you really, what's the point if you actually don't have it?
Very true.
You know, if you don't have it, then you don't have it. Have what you have. Enjoy that.
Absolutely.
You know, and don't be afraid of not being the wealthiest person in the room. Be the smartest person in the room.
Absolutely.
Be the slickest person in the room. Be the most creative person in the room. Be the most entertaining person in the room. Just be in the room.
Let's
Enjoy
leave right
that.
there. Just be in the
like
room.
that.
I like that.
We in the room.
Jill
I'm
Scott,
in
we
the room.
appreciate you joining us. New Year's Eve. Tell them where they could get tickets.
I don't know.
Oh, Radio City Music Hall, Ticketmaster.com. Tickets go on sale this
You can
weekend. How do
Google
I
it.
know all that stuff?
And I love that you said it. Can you say that again?
Tickets go on sale this weekend. New Year's Eve, if you want to see Jill Scott, we appreciate you joining
And don't
us.
forget Baggage Claim in theaters.
September 27th.
That's right. Don't forget that.
Let's go figure out why your hands are green.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Maybe there was something in your bag when you was digging in the bag.
I'm angry.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's Jill Scott, y'all.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.